Hudson Guild Theater Company presents Talent Jam, a virtual variety showcase. Music, dance, comedy, poetry, and more, performed by members of the Hudson Guild community. Coming to you virtually from the Hudson Guild Theater in New York City. Tonight's show features Issa Ibrahim and Susan Spangenberg, Carl Kissen, Shelley Warwick, Liz Taub and Simon Dyson, and Matthew Westerby. With sound by Andres Barbosa. Directed by Devin T. Claus. And produced by Jim Furlong. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. First up tonight is Perspective, a song by Issa Ibrahim and Susan Spangenberg.
Tired of sleeping, too awake to get up. I'm afraid of what I might see, and more afraid of learning to like it. Day waits for night, and night waits for darker nights for me. Beside you with infinite lines on an ink and paper highway, stretches out to nowhere at a lucky given moment. People say that it's all my perspective. If I smile, it might just get stuck on. But if I'm ever really happy, I won't know if it's real or the aftermath of the flu. I won't know if it's real or the aftermath of the flu. Beside you with infinite lines on an ink and paper highway, stretches out to nowhere at a lucky given moment. People say that it's all my perspective. If I smile, it might just get stuck on. But if I'm ever really happy, I won't know if it's real or the aftermath of the flu. I won't know if it's real or the aftermath of the flu. I won't know if it's real or the aftermath of the flu. I won't know if it's real or the aftermath of the flu. I won't know if it's real or the aftermath of the flu.
Next we bring you Yuppy Horror Story, a comedy act by Carl Kissen.
Open your ears and listen wide to a tale of terror. Happened to an upscale family, a yuppie. Cute little word for annoying, shallow people. But I was once one of them, and that's how I came to be there in the summer of '02, when a searing heat descended upon the northeast and turned our frozen mango margaritas all soupy. We took refuge inside the house, and that's when we first saw it on CNN. The Dow had dipped below 10,000. We hardly slept that night, tossing and turning on our 700-thread Egyptian cotton Ralph Lauren sheets. The next day, Dow down again. Hundreds of points, and still she kept a-dropping. We tried to bolster each other, saying, hey, a 20-foot motorboat is almost as good as a 30-foot yacht. But we knew it wasn't true. Like animals Because our survival instincts took over. We replaced the organic vegetables with regular pesticide-laden ones. We drank non-vintage years of Dom Perignon. It burned. We even took generic antidepressants. But still no peace of mind. 6 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And we knew there were mean times ahead in Greenwich. It was so quiet you could hear a cell phone in the vibrate mode. Then the terrible scream! It was the baby! The one my 41-year-old wife had given birth to after months of fertility treatments and immediately handed over to the nanny. The baby! We had never seen it before, well, except from afar on the nanny cam. Kill it, someone said, before it uses up our remaining assets at absurdly expensive preschools. Kill it! A knife was raised from Tiffany's Elsa Peretti design. Elegant yet whimsical. And we were about to plunge it into the peeing and pooping monster's heart when suddenly the baby laughed. And we laughed with it. We dismissed the nanny and, strange as it seemed to us, played with our own child. We had finally found happiness for the first time in our lives from living in the now rather than the Tao.
Our next act tonight is Nothing to It, a monologue by Shelley Warwick.
I know this is the talent show, and we normally don't discuss serious matters. However, as some of you know, I am a student of Eastern philosophy, and I thought I'd take a moment to dispel some misconceptions about the meaning of the word karma. Now, in the West, we tend to use karma as if it means fate or it's something inevitable. But actually, the law of karma is that if you take any action, good or bad, there is a result that impacts your life going forward. And that long as you have karma to fulfill, you do not escape this world. Now, many people take this to mean they should live a life where they accumulate good karma and achieve enlightenment. However, I've come up with something that's much easier, that requires nothing. Because if you take no action, you accrue no karma. Now, I imagine many of you find this approach both strange and simplistic, saying, I already know how to do nothing. But how many of you are really capable of nothing? How many times when you get a call and someone said, what's up? And you say, nothing. Are you really doing nothing? How many times are you feeding the cat, watching television, or even eating chocolate? Now, you may have been drawn to nothing in the past, even saying to yourself, nothing matters. And many times, if you're trying for nothing, you find something always gets in the way. That's why I've developed a program that brings you nothing quickly. We start with a relatively modern approach for preparation called chilling. And then we go to the 7 traditional steps: goofing off, hanging out, intense procrastination, doing hardly anything, doing very little, doing almost nothing, and then finally, absolutely nothing. You are free of all entanglements, all commitments. You're thinking nothing. You're feeling nothing. You want nothing, and you have nothing. Now, many people take a lifetime to achieve nothing, but I was very lucky that I was drawn to nothing even as a child. In fact, my abilities in this area were so intense that my mother often remarked that I was good for nothing. And building on that foundation, I went on to achieve nothing in high school, nothing in college, receive a doctorate in nothing, and have been teaching nothing for years. Now, some of you may say, you're not quite ready for nothing. And I say, that's fine. Now, you've got to realize that nothing is been the underpinning of our society, whether we've recognized it or not. It's embedded in our culture. We have had the Know Nothing political party. And how many times do we, without considerate, think nothing to it? And those great sayings of nothing. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Or the exquisite nothing doing. Or nothing to it. And that's in a song that could really be the title of my talk. I've got plenty of nothing, and nothing is plenty for me. If you do nothing without the proper preparation, you can have great psychic damage. That's why the sages often caution, nothing to fear, nothing to worry about, or nothing to get hung up about. However, if you follow my pattern, you'll find nothing is easy. Now, many of you may feel you're not quite ready for nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't think of nothing. Let it go. And then as you progress, you will find nothing happened. Now, we can start tonight. All you have to do is take all your possessions, all your wealth, get rid of them, sell them on eBay, put them on, turn to Bitcoin, you can send it to me. And remember, I've promised you nothing.
Up next, We Are the Sea, a song by Liz Taub and Simon Dyson.
Toxic tar sand haze shortening all our days. In your anything for $1 razor wire waves. Stop blowing smoke and listen, this goes deeper than the oceans. Our spirits soar above the shoreline. We are the sea, can't let this be. 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 Sea captains say it's not okay. 100-foot waves send sailors to watery graves. The heck gets straight with winter's weight. Guaranteed fail, said the humpback whale. We are the sea, can't let this be. 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 No, no, we won't stand by. The eagle and the war canoe cry. The orca and the otter meet us on open waters. Baby beluga, dolphin and tuna. The sea is our mother, the seals are brothers. We must keep them safe. We are the sea, can't let this be. 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 Truth lies below, sunsets glow, red sky delight, birds and sailors alive. No more super tankers, there'll be no bankers. The will of the world will be upheld. We are the sea, can't let this be. 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 Haven't you heard of Burnaby Narrows, densest patch of light on this spinning blue planet? First people coast sailish, save the salmon and shellfish. CEOs lie and lie that life will die. How can truth speak to such manipulators of reality? Is nothing sacred? This is insanity. We can't stand by as oceans die. What would Chief Dan George say? You know he'd say no. No. You know he'd say no. We are the sea, can't let this be. Oh, we are the sea, can't let this be. We are the sea, can't let this be. Oh, we are the sea, can't let this be. We are the sea, can't let this be. Oh, we are the sea, can't let this be. We are the sea, can't let this be. Oh, we are the sea, can't let this be.
Our final act tonight is Remember Me, a solo dance by Matthew Westerby.